There's at least 3 providers down. Somewhere we believe to be in the Vegas area, there's a service disruption that's caused us to, again, to have these interruptions in our local service for our cell phones. In some cases, the IP over voice landline systems, and also there's some internet services servicing computers and internets and things along those lines. So our big challenge today is that we want to maintain the integrity of the 911 system. So utilize 911 for emergencies only. Do not use it for informational purposes. 911 emergencies only.
Is that what's happening right now, is people are calling 911 to find out what's happening with their phone lines?
It's my understanding there's some instances where, in fact, people have utilized 911 for informational purposes, find out what's going on, tell people their cell service is down. We're aware. Everyone's pretty much aware. It's actually being posted on your media. It's also been on the radio station and some of the Las Vegas-based networks as well.
And some banks are closed, some other facilities are closed, but the 911 line is working right now?
It's our understanding that the 911 system remains operational, but again, we have to keep in mind that it's for emergencies only. There's only so many resources when we talk about 911. So once again, 911 for emergencies only.
Do you know what's going on with the sheriff's dispatch line? Is it just overloaded, or is that down right now?
I don't know exactly what the status of that line is, but it's my understanding that some of those lines are down. And in most cases, what we're dealing with now are the cell services are down, so you can't utilize them to call those basic numbers.
How long do you know that this is going to remain down?
Tentatively, we've been told it could be as long as 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, which would be Wednesday.
And this is all because of a construction incident?
That's what we've heard. I haven't had anything in concrete regarding that, but it's my understanding there's been some kind of construction. Maybe a line was dug up somewhere or severed.
And then, so people need to stay off the 911 lines, realize that they need to make some connections. What kind of advice would you give for people who might be in poor health or who need contact with other people?
That's going to be our bigger challenge. Try to identify those people that you know well that may have either landline service on their regular household phones, or who may have a service through a cell provider that does in fact have their service intact yet.
Should they be checking on those relatives that they know may be in poor health and see if they're okay, drive over to their location?
Absolutely, much like we've been doing today. Face-to-face contact is going to be our best thing right now. There are backup radio systems like the volunteer Aries and Races groups that we have on standby if needed. And so we're taking a number of steps on our part. We've been in contact with all of our cooperators such as Mercy Air, Desert View Hospital, the Sheriff's Office, Emergency Management. So we're all in contact with each other and working closely to make sure that we keep the system as fluid as possible.